October is here. It is the best month to be a sports fan, and I'm going to convert Elisa Blow. I'm slowly working on football.
Yes.
You've made your way
I've
into the
made my way in.
football.
I'm still in the pool.
The Blue Jays.
I love them now.
Love the Blue Jays.
Yeah.
Hockey. Okay, we got some work to do for hockey.
You know,
We'll get to
I
you there.
don't mind. I'll go watch hockey. It's fun to go watch it.
Okay.
But I'm hanging around with the sports guy all the time. So it's all kind of coming to me organically now.
That's right. Jeff Brett with my good friend Elisa Blow. As Robert said, it is a Turf Festival weekend coming up. The turf will be very, very busy, the inside turf course. And again, as we touched on when it came to the mile, you'll be able to tell your friends 20 years from now, I remember back in 2025 when the Canadian International took place on the tight inside turf course.
Well, the good news is October's spelled correctly, so that's good. But yeah, and the other big thing is we're going to change our post time up for Saturday as well. So if you're looking to join us, it doesn't matter. It's not like we're going at night or anything crazy like that. We're just going to back it up a bit. So 1:25 will be first race post time. We'll start our show at 12:25. It's a great program. Lots of Euros here and some very interesting ones too. Some interesting riders coming as well.
And you and I have worked on some internationals when it has been absolutely miserable. You look at Secretariat, obviously, a horse by the name of Suleimani.
We weren't working that day, though.
No, I was not there when Secretariat ran, but I have frozen some days doing
I always found like for international, you had to wear a winter jacket and a toque sometimes.
Not the case this year.
We are enjoying such a wonderful fall. It's going to be 28 degrees on Saturday and Sunday, full sun. It's a great day to enjoy racing. And the turf, of course, will be firm.
And the turf was the place to be this past weekend for the Breeders' Stakes, the third and final jewel, the OLG Triple Crown, which was won by Tom's Magic. It did not come very easily, though, Miss Elisa, as Borealis Trail made things very, very interesting. And the one thing I noticed about Tom, I thought that he was a little keen crossing the wire for the first time, but he was able to hold on.
Well, wasn't that what when you did the interview, wasn't that what they said as well, that they needed him to try to relax and take a breather if he could? One of the things that I noticed about him too, and I was saying it to you pre-race and on our show as well, was when he walked into the paddock, he just looked like an average Joe. But when he was out in the walking ring and we got the rider up on his back, when Rafi got up, he puffed right up and he looked like he grew an extra hand and became an absolute monster. So kind of like going from Clark Kent to Superman, and then he ends up getting the win. But our friends at Chiefswood certainly made it interesting with Borealis Trail.
Part of a 3-win day for Hernandez. Moran won 2. The graphic showed you as well that we had 11 different trainers win races. And here's a look at a low-angle view. The sad thing is I don't know if we'll ever see Tom's Magic back here.
Really?
Because, well, he's kind of, I think they want to stick to turf if at all possible.
Sure, yeah.
And, what is there for Canadian breds now?
Yeah, I guess. But it would be so cool to get to have him here again. But hey, at least we got to see him a couple of times.
It would be wonderful if he did come back and we kind of had like a rematch between that horse, Mancetti, and
exactly, and Sid's horse. Yeah, exactly.
That'd
let's have a
championship type of race.
That would be a very exciting race if we were able to have that for you. But yeah, it was fun. We had 22 races last weekend. We're going to have 11 for you this Saturday, 10 for you this Sunday.
I didn't realize that Rafi had now won 4 breeders until he mentioned that.
Until he went like this in the winner's circle? That's when I knew. I'm like, okay, he's won 4 of these suckers. Good for him.
That's pretty good. Okay, the clock's already rolling, and I'm not a big watch person. You don't have a watch on either. Are you a watch person?
I never wear a watch.
Me neither. Our paddock judge, Harold, he's got like 5,000 watches. And they
don't we all carry this around?
And they range in price from $1 to $5,000 too. But anyways, our clocker has a bunch of stopwatches as well, and we have a clocker horse that we're going to get to here coming up in a couple of seconds. But let's first of all tee up this second race. Now, this is the most important point that I'm going to pass along to everybody all week.
Oh, I can't wait.
Lane 4 today. Lane 4 tomorrow, lane 1 Saturday and Sunday.
You
so
better
it's basically
believe it.
2 different types of races that are going to be taking place on this course.
Feast or famine, right? So we're going to either use a little bit of it or we're going to use the whole thing. But you knew we were going to open it up to lane 1 for the big weekend that we have coming up on Saturday. But yes, we are in lane 4, which means going into that first turn, you might see a few horses get carried fairly wide. Now we're looking at a good field too. It's not like there's 6 horses in this race. There are 10 in this race. So it's going to be all about getting yourself into a good position early, I would say.
And that really, for me, was the difference with Regal Moment.
Yeah.
With that draw, I said, I don't know how Pietro's, and the barn's going so good now too. So I think it helps out Lady Iona.
I went the same way as you with Lady Iona because she was dropping from maiden special in for 40 last start out, and she got that really easy score against maidens in the optional $40,000 race. So I don't see really why she can't come back and win the nominators of 2 for fun. I agree with you. I think this barn is so hot, Stu Simon's barn, but I just, again, don't know if we can manipulate a really great let's see, just a great journey with Regal Moment from the outside draw, which is why I used the horse in the 4th place spot. But if the horse was in the 3, 4, 5, I'd probably be using him right along with Lady Iona.
And the Clocker horse today is in good form, obviously working well. However, the running style worries me, and the move up in class here, because this is one that likes to come from way off the pace. Can you come from way off the pace with the rail being out as far as it is?
That's another good question. I didn't use this horse. In fact, I used the 5 in for the 2nd spot, the Cititard horse,
Lady
because
Izzy.
I mean, I think Lady Izzy is, she might have needed that first race. Remember, you were asking her to come back after a long time away from the races and travel around 2 turns. Some of these horses are obviously going to need a tightener. And she might have got one.
I was waiting for the horn.
I knew you were waiting for something.
We got it. We got it. Race number 2 to start off. The pick 5 with the pool guaranteed here at 50,000. Starts off the jackpot power pick 6 as well. Top of 3 says jocks. We have lots of them.
Yeah, we sure do.
And I assume this means a lot of jockey shuffling going on here in this particular event. I found this race extremely tough.
You did? Me too.
Yeah, so I'm all ears what you have to say about this race.
Well, what did I write on the top of my page for this one? I'll make a note for myself on the top of a page if I just have no clue what to do. And my note is, where is the speed? Question mark. Who is going to be the front runner in this race?
Not my horse. I got strike a note, and the horse got no speed at all.
I know. And, I just thought in here, I would go for a barn that's kind of turning a corner right now. And I thought, why not play the Pat Pronte barn? They had that nice win the other day. The horse was the only horse to come from off of the pace and get the win on the whole card. They had another winner right in that time. I think they've had 2 in the last, let's say, couple of weeks. And, so the barn's maybe turning a corner. And they've got Royal Amazing in here, who drops from 25 in for $15,000 and has been a good 4th place finisher in the last couple of races when traveling a mile on the turf and then traveling 7/8 of a mile on the main track. The blinkers are going to come off here today. You get one of the barn's go-to riders in Leo Salas, who will be aboard. I used that one. I used Naughty Destiny. I think, Naughty Destiny showed some certainly speed on the turf. Last start out at 7.5, but that's a 2-turn race. Now we're back to the main track here and could show some of that zip. What's interesting on the 7, Jeff, is the fact that you do get that rider change. Slade Jones had ridden this horse last year out. He doesn't ride a lot for the Drexler outfit. Saheen Savachi, one of the barn's main riders, gets the call today. So that could be a little bit of a tip of the cap that they like this one. And what do you do with Beach Cricket, who's taking the drop as well? Pietro's aboard for Kevin. That makes you feel a little bit better.
I got strike a note he got for 4th. I just think the stretch out might help out this one, just judging by how things have gone. Now, there's a lot of horses today coming back on a real short rest.
There are. Dancing
Marie just ran last week. Strike a Notes just ran, about 2 weeks ago.
I think there's another one on today's card that's coming back in 7 days.
Yeah.
Like, I don't quite understand that move right now because we're, in October, but I guess if you think about it, opportunities are going to start to dwindle. Like we were just talking about this off camera. After today, there are only 9 Thursday programs left in the 2025 season. The year's gone by fast.
Before you know it, you and I will be freezing at Mohawk on February 9th. Race 3 to wrap up the first big 3 of the day. Okay, blocked. That's a football term.
That's why I suggested it.
Yes, of course. It's also a basketball term. You can use that in basketball.
Okay, all right.
It's a foul in basketball, but you can't really block. Well, I guess you kind of, if you get away with it. Yeah, listen, nothing's a penalty unless you get caught. Right? That's why I always tell myself at Tuesday night hockey.
Jeff and I are both in pain. He played hockey. I rode.
I am hurting today.
Yeah, I know. We need Team Advil in here.
The problem is I'm chasing 20-year-old kids around, and I'm almost 50 for crying out loud.
Yes. Well, you could get into the club with me. The group that I ride with now on Wednesday nights, we all wear back braces.
Let's take a look at McGill. So this one came to us via Assiniboia, and we were trying to figure out where the horse fit.
Yeah.
pretty good run. I mean, this Candace looks live in a race a little bit later on this weekend.
That's on Saturday, exactly.
Yeah.
And we know McGill because McGill was here before for Kevin Attard and was claimed for $25,000 and then changed. Barnes went to Assiniboia Downs and just didn't grab their dirt at all. You know, I mean, this horse got beaten double digits in Winnipeg and then came back here into the Darwin Banak outfit, and here's the return trip. So you'll see that Sahin gets kind of stuck just for a minute, and then he finds the rail. Once he gets to the rail and gets a nice clear path, he simply gets beaten by a better horse than Candid Candace, because we had said previously we thought Candid Candace would win a couple of races ago, and maybe even a race prior to this one as well, but she just every time had these wide trips and had too much ground to make up. She drew a great post position that day, and she was able to score. So, you know, no shame in finishing second to her. We'll see her on the Saturday program. She looks very live on Saturday as well. This race kicks off the pick 4. We've all landed on the 4, so it's going to be pretty simple. We'll key the 4 here in the 4th race.
I am not a graduate of McGill.
No, me neither.
You went to school closer. No, McGill's.
No, McGill is Ottawa.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Other way. I'm thinking McMaster.
McMaster, yes.
That's why I didn't get into McGill, everybody. I don't know where McGill is, apparently. So, yeah.
They are one of the top schools, though, in Canada. Like, kids come from all around the world to go to McGill.
Yep. Race 4. We'll start off the pick 4.
But they didn't offer a horse racing program, so we weren't able to attend.
They didn't. No, they did not. You went to Conestoga, didn't you?
Conestoga. I'm a coconut.
Is that seriously their name?
Well, that's what they called us because there were 2 universities, you know, so of course those guys picked on us a little bit. But that's where you went for broadcasting, folks.
Now you also did use a hockey term in here, checked.
Yes.
We're going to focus in on a horse that got checked in their most recent race. And here coming up in a recap of race number 7 now on the program. The 7th race will be the final race of the day. We're going to go 6.5 furlongs, 7,500 claimers in here. There is a fair amount of early zip in this race. Does that maybe help out one that they call the Beast in the Mike Doyle barn? Well,
I'm not going to show you the most recent race because that's a clunker. I'm going to show you the one on August the 21st.
Yep.
And this, to me, was the day that I think this mare was set up to win. If you recall, you got to put your time machine on and travel back to the week of August 21st. Mike Doyle, his barn lit up. They had 2 winners, and this would have been the 3rd one had this horse not got into trouble. So this was back on the 21st of August. In exactly the same condition that we're in here today. The 7,500 numbers, the 3 numbers of a race of the year. Watch this trip because Davey was riding her, I thought, fairly hard, keeping her busy. And here, you know, unfortunately, they just run into a wall of horses. It's a pretty good check here that he has to have with her, and then gets her going again, and it's just too late. I did see Davey after this race was over, after this day of racing was over, and he said, "Oh, should have won 2 on the program," because I believe Doyle had another winner on the card that day. So I'm just kind of hoping we get that win here today. The blinkers are coming off. You've got the horse in the top spot. Ron's got the horse in the top spot. So lots of us taking a look at Crumlin Beast. We just think that last race was simply too tough.
Yeah. I mean, Lois Lane looks pretty good coming up a little bit later on this week.
She does.
So that one looks pretty live in there. On the bottom, you used the 3. Yeah, I got Magic Modi in there as well.
That's an old Doyle horse.
And Leon's awesome. You know, I don't mind this horse. Look at the names this one's run against. Voice from Above, who dropped that day. Ondine Lady, who's razor sharp. Logistics, who has been really good. So
yeah, you'll see Voices from Above on Saturday. You'll see Ondine Lady on Saturday as well. It's an interesting card on Saturday. I know we have like the 3 stakes races, but then sprinkled in the mix are some lower end claimers, some starters, a little bit of everything on the program.
No, we've got that for sure. So Kremlin Beast, is this a meaningless stat or something that's worthy? Mike Doyle, 2 for 4 last couple of years with blinkers coming off.
I don't know.
Am I grasping at straws?
Maybe.
Sample size too small?
Sample size a little bit small.
All right.
Yeah.
ROI is $13.07. But I'm just saying. Listen, I can make a case for any horse, I guess, if I'm picking them nonetheless. The clock says 0.
Not yet. Oh, it never went off the buzzer.
Oh, we didn't hear the buzzer.
I'll do it for you.
Thank you.
Okay, continue.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, plays of the day.
Oh man, what did I do? Well, you and I agree on McGill. You and I agree on Fill Up My Wine.
Yep.
I have Sultry Sophie on the stretch out.
I'm with you on that one
Are
too.
you? And do we agree on Crumlin Beast? Yes, we do.
We've got a lot of the
We're
same
4 for 4. What do you got?
I have all those horses. I'm sure some of them are in here. Lady Ona, my price play is striking notes. And
McGill
and Sultry Sophie. So I'm kind of with you.
Why didn't we key Sultry Sophie then? We could have gone with a key in every
Well,
part
the
of
thing
that.
was, we're going to get to our pick four coming up a little bit later on, but she is going long for the first time.
That's true, that's
so
true.
you just don't
But
really
that's
know.
an angle I like to play, Jeff.
It
And you
is.
played that angle last
It is.
week, and I
We are
didn't
going to
do
play
it. and it
our
worked.
pick four for $1 today because
Yes.
we're kind of crazy. Ryo Mason, that's where Doug's going to go with his best bets. To beat the fave is going to be Nash Yan coming up in race number 6. And there's Mr. Gear King.
Oh, he's got Kremlin Beast too.
I have some news to make you happy.
What?
Ron got eliminated from the football pool.
Oh, no!
So you can talk trash to Ron,
no!
saying that you lasted longer than Ron.
Now, I got to start thinking about who I'm going to pick this Sunday. And I know there are people out there, Jay Olguin, that happen to watch this show to see what my selections
Yes.
are.
We should have we should have your segment. At least a survivor pick. We'll have that. We'll have that for
And then when you
everybody.
find out how I come up with my selections,
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
a whole
That's
other
very
thing.
scientific, everybody. So the Turf Showcase is going to take place coming up on Saturday and Sunday. Can't forget about Sunday because we
days
got
of
the
it.
Cup and Saucer and we got the Algonquin as well. So let's take a bit of a sneak peek as what we've got coming up here. Here's a look at kind of the agenda that we're going to have. They're national. Godolphin looking for their 3rd consecutive win in this race. We've got the Arctic. That features kind of the Now horse and Big Band Sound and No Balls, who at one time was very
Bring the
promising
band
horse.
home, you mean?
Yeah, Bring the Band Home,
That's
sorry.
a pretty neat horse. But we get the return of No Balls. He's been here before.
Yes,
He was a giant
former
killer in the
Breeders'
past.
Cup winner. Yeah.
So he'll be fun to have back.
Wait, who did you go chalky in that race? Who did you go with?
I
Do
went
you
with Bring
remember?
the Band Home. Yeah,
I did
in
too.
there. But I kind of sentimentally I want to go with Ready for Cheryl. That in the Dance Smartly, Roger's horse.
Okay. Let's take a look
Oh, we're
at
looking at that. Yeah,
the
there we
Dance
go.
Smartly.
But now
Yeah.
we know Caitlin wants to go around 2 turns, but she loses her buddy Raffy.
Yeah, well, lost
Lost to
last
a-
time. Flavian
That's
won
right.
last
That's
time.
right. Yeah. So, a little bit. Raffy's riding this Haunted Dream horse. Oh my goodness.
That's coming up in the International that we're going to get to
that's-
right
yeah,
now. Does the
yeah.
draw worry you in the International with the defending champion, Nation's Pride? Or do you think it's kind of like Tom's Magic? It don't matter.
I don't know, buddy. I don't
Who'd you go
know.
with?
I did take this Haunted
You
Dream.
went with that
You know
Haunted
why?
Dream?
I saw this horse, and visually, this horse is amazing to look at. Do you remember
he's
seeing this
such
horse?
a classy gelding.
Right? And plus, he's had a start over the
Yeah.
track.
I wonder
We
if
know
they
he can handle
shipped
the
back
inner
home
turf.
and came back or
I
not.
don't
We gotta
know.
find that
To
out.
England? I certainly hope not.
I don't know.
No, I can't see that happening, but because that was only a few weeks ago. But talk about jet lag. But I mean, I just the start over the course that he's proven that he likes it is really interesting to me.
And interestingly, had post 1 last time out, gets the rail yet again.
Yeah, rail might be the
And,
spot.
Can't wait. Going to be a lot of fun.
We haven't been in lane 1 for a long time, eh?
No, we were
When
a
you say?
mile day.
We were? Mm-hmm. Oh.
We did the same thing where we're way out on the Thursday and the
Oh,
Friday.
right. It was last week for breeders. We were in lane
lane
2.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes, yes.
That's why there's 2 of us, because when I'm not thinking, he's
Yeah.
thinking.
Yeah.
And vice versa.
Saturday, October 4th, Woodbine Racing Live, 12:25, post time 1:25.
Oh boy, I
Now,
better set that in my phone. Robert, make sure you do that.
Tomorrow, we start at 4:30, pregame show
3:35.
3:35.
It's in my phone.
I just show up early and I'm like, when the show starts, I'm here. Perfect.
My phone even tells me when I need to leave the house.
Well, that's good. That's good. Does your phone tell you it's time for a break? Because it is time for a break.
Okie dokie.
We're going to take a break. When we come back, horse arriving inside the paddock area for race number 1. Will Elisa and Jeff get off to a good start, or will we be searching for our first win coming race number 2? We will find out as we preview the opener for you coming up at 24.